Hi everybody, I'm so excited to have our vendor highlight today, and of course I'm with my amazing Kim Spence. It's been such a joy to be able to be involved in Tulsa Women Fellowship, and she's going to have a vendor table at the Inspire Expo, and of course that excites me, and also that we are co-hosting Inspire Expo with Tulsa Women Fellowship,
yes,
which is always such a joy. So Kim, can you tell us a little bit about Your Story Speaks?
Yes, I can. Well, and we will have a little information about Tulsa Women's Fellowship too.
Awesome.
So for those of you who, I always kind of chuckle when I send out an email, because I'm so great at what I put, but because I think, I know there are women who say probably, it's almost like a cringe feeling like, oh gosh, I haven't been in so long. Hey, you know what, whether you have come at all this year, maybe you've never been able to make it for whatever reason, it's never going to be that feeling when you walk in the door of any pressure or anything like that. We just want you to come whenever you're able. But we, and then kind of, when I say I do have a real job, what I do is actually kind of the focus is ghostwriting and podcasting. That's kind of been the two focus areas of my business.
And I have so many people say, how do I get a podcast? How can I write a book? I'm not a writer. You tell them.
I help with that. That's right. And because, that when you hear that line, everybody has a story. Well, it's true. I mean, everybody, and you, Lisa, you know that. You meet so many amazing people, and I'm sure you probably said you need to have a book or
so many stories. I love stories, so I love to sit and listen to stories. So I'm like, write it, get it out.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't. Yes, you can.
You can do it.
Yeah.
It's not about looking at it as, you don't need a novel. You don't need to think about this as, well, I don't have a social media audience or platform or whatever. That doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. This is about taking the story that God has given you personally and giving it to the world. And whether it's one person that reads it or a million people that read it, it's what God has done in your life that matters.
Right.
And, that's kind of the idea, what I like to say. And I deal so many times with first-time authors. That's been a delight because it's that kind of that deer in the headlights look of, I have no idea how to even start. Well, I can help you with all that. That's really been the focus of my career for the past few years. And then podcasting, the same thing, everybody has a podcast. You'll hear that phrase. Everybody has a podcast. Well, it may be true that everybody starts one, but there's like 6 million podcasts that have been started. However, at this point, there are less than probably 1 million, and I know that still sounds like a lot, but when you think in the grand scheme of worldwide,
right,
there are less than 1 million that have more than 3 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody has a chance, and it's impacting your world. So what is your world? If your world, let's say, is prison ministry, or your world is helping women that have gone through breast cancer, like our friends at Stonebrook or something like that.
Right.
That is impacting your world is what I emphasize with podcasting. It's just another way to get your message out.
Right.
It's not intimidating. It's
really it's fun, and you take care of all that and all the questions.
Exactly.
And you're going to have all this information at your table that night, right?
I'll have all that info, and I just love to help people in getting their story out. That's really any area. And I've done actually, part of that has included like legacy stories, for people. So the idea was my grandmother, when she was 103, is when she passed away. And the thing I most regret is that I don't have any of her stories recorded. And I wanted to make sure that if somebody else did not want to have to think about like, oh gosh, I only wish that we could have taken time to sit and talk with my grandparents or aunt and uncle or your mom and dad.
They love to share them. They love to share the stories. It's like so therapeutic for them.
Yes, exactly. And that's the other part is if you think, oh, they'll freeze up. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's an audible type thing that I do. So it's more
love it.
audio. It's not like they don't sit in front of a camera where they feel like they're frozen. I mean, you can do that too. And I can just help you with the process of it. If you want to do it on your own and figure out like the best way to kind of get a flow of a story going, like where you have beginning, middle, and end, I can help with that too. So it doesn't have to be that I do it all.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to be here, and you've got to come talk to Kim. Kim inspires me every single day, and for those of you wanting to find connection, you're feeling lost, you're feeling like, does anyone really care? I promise, if you come to one of these Tulsa Women Fellowship meetings, you are going to feel instantly embraced and connected with so many women who are feeling that same thing. So we can't wait to see you. Remember, we're actually in Stokely right now.
Look at that.
Yes, it's November 19th at 6 o'clock. You can get the tickets early for $5 less, or come night of for $30. If you go to lisabain.com, click the event tab, it'll give you all the information. We hope we see you here. It's going to be a phenomenal event this year.
Yes.
So many surprises and world-changing women. Connections galore. So mark your calendars. We will see you November the 19th at 6 o'clock, Stokely Event Center.